Hey YouTube, I just wanted to make a quick video here and share some knowledge. A lot of times I just show videos and don't really explain things too well. I think I've kind of been thinking that about some of my videos, but I'll make this video just for the people that are newbies or not newbies that have trouble making good seedlings and tomatoes for their fall gardens. We're just starting the second week of February here. Some guys are ahead of me and on things, but one of my buddies on YouTube here and on Facebook, Brian Pruitt, he's got his stuff going. He's got his things in rock wool. I'm just using peat packs. But I wanted to just make a propagation and germination video. I mean, this is nothing real fancy. You can see broccoli and cheese, some plastic bowls for camping. But all this is just a old closed box or a closed cabinet, you know, putting your underwear or whatever in. So it's old. I didn't need it. I took some cheapo AutoZone sun dash windshield reflectors just to make it reflect light back and forth. And then this is just, I went down to the horticultural store. It's a 2x2 T5 fluorescent. Highly recommend getting a horticultural light for your seedlings. You can get away with the curly Q fluorescence, but this just easier. You can adjust height easier. This thing is only like 2x2 square. It's almost, once my tomatoes really start to grow, gets a little packed, but by then hopefully by then I'll be able to put them in the greenhouse now that I've got a greenhouse. But anyways, these are different strains here. Some are given to me, some I bought. And I just want to make a short video. You can see the root stems coming out of these peat balls. This is why I use the peat balls. I always seed 2 seeds to a peat ball, and just going to up your chances for germination. Keeping it in this cabinet, I can close the doors and keep it kind of warm, and this stuff here will reflect the light back and forth, so it's going to produce a thicker stem tomato. You don't want to put them in the window sill unless you got a south facing window. They get sun all day. You don't want a stringy long stem tomato. They're just hard to work with. You're not going to grow as fast, as sturdy. You won't be able to hold as much tomato produce. So what I'm doing here, these, like I said, two seeds per pod, and they 2 come up most times. What I try to catch them before, when they shoot a root that you don't need to try to pinch off with your thumbnail. And then simply what I do is I take the pack when I want to take one. If they don't have a long stent root out of there, I'm not going to be able to pull back through the soil. If it's just a little one, I'll pinch it off, and it'll be loose from the fabric. And then I just take and work them real easy, flatten them out, smash them out, loosen the soil, and then I pull real easily on the stem to see if it'll come and won't. I'm working some more, and I don't have any problem if you take your time. These 2 right here, these were let's see, those are bush beefsteak. I bought these at Pike's. Make a 3-foot bush beefsteak tile tomato. These 2 guys here, they were living together, and I've moved it to the other. How you know if you've killed it and if it ain't gonna take, if it's gonna shock, which you'll know they're gonna flop over from the handling. You break the root, it's probably not gonna make it. You can try rooting hormone and get this at Walmart. I bought this at Walmart. I use that sometimes when I'm trying to get a tomato cutting that I've taken a clipping off a tomato plant, and I'll dip it in that stuff there and put it in soil. But mostly you can just take suckers and stick them in water, a cup of water, and they'll root if you set them out in partial sun. So this is the way I propagate, and other guys do it different ways. But I just want to make this video. I never like to have to pinch off. You gotta thin them, as they say. You gotta be cruel. If I get, this is all the tomato seeds I planted, so I'm trying to not have to deal with a ton of tomato seeds. just to get me some seedlings. So I'll try to remove them. I have pretty, I'd say 85–90% success at it. Some do lose. You do lose them, but I think I had 3 of this plant that came up, and each in a little ball. Now I've got 4 plants. I've still got some here that need separating, but they've got too much of a root, and I just don't want to try it. I've got 4 bush beefsteak, 3 of my black and brown boars. A couple of them are doubled, and 4 big boy bush big boys. And these 2 on the back here, I've separated them from each other and put them. One was in one, one's in the other. So it's a quick way to make them. You got to be gentle. Don't want to play with it long, rough them up, hold them. You just need to have this ready to go, opened up. I always stick my finger down in there and get it, set the plant in there, and then I pinch it up around it real easy. I don't try to pack it. I just make it where it'll come up around the stem and hold it. So I thought I would make this video a good horticultural light. This is nothing like $100. It runs 25-watt bulbs, but they're in that daylight T5 spectrum. Get that, get your seeds, a couple of bowls, old bowls out of the kitchen, and these are just Jiffy peat pellets. I don't think you'll need the rooting hormone yet. You've got to get past putting them in or removing them from each other first. But I thought I might make a video explaining how I do it instead of just showing what I'm doing most times. But all these guys here, they're going to go to the greenhouse once they start putting on good leaves, and of course the weather will be detrimental on a lot of that. But this is all I'm going to grow here. These will be my hydroponic tomatoes that I do on the deck, and some in the greenhouse. So just thought I would share my propagation and separation videos and growing seedlings. I won't move this light. They'll get probably here before I'll pick it up. So once they're that size, they'll be in the greenhouse anyways. But that's how I'm doing it. Just cheap stuff had laying around the house, or dollar store windshield screens, and that's how I make the light reflect, make more use of fluorescent light. You don't want stringy, gangly tomato plants, especially when you're growing hybrid bush tomatoes. So check it out, respond. Thanks for watching.